Well, as you may have heard, President Trump's extremely pissed after discovering that Obama apparently used his surrogates in the Justice Department to tap his phones, using a FISA warrant, a Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act warrant, which is extremely secret. Oh, not to mention, most likely, the phones and emails of his staff, family, and friends as well. Now, the liberal media is really putting in some overtime trying to spin this, so let's cut through the BS to figure out exactly what happened. At this point in time, many Democrats are either denying that there was a wiretap, or really more of them are denying that Obama had directly ordered it, and that if there was a wiretap, it was the Justice Department, and of course there would be no connection between them and Obama whatsoever. You know, the same Obama Justice Department that was headed up by Loretta Lynch, who met secretly with Bill Clinton just before the investigation into Hillary was concluded. You know, the same Obama Justice Department that tapped the cell phone of Fox News Washington correspondent James Rosen under the Espionage Act to try to find out who his sources were, as well as subpoenaed multiple phone records of Associated Press reporters. The same Obama Justice Department that openly admits that they tapped the personal cell phone of German Chancellor Angela Merkel. You may recall that Obama openly admits that he launched an investigation to try to discover whether or not there was any connection between the Russians and the Trump campaign, and their investigation revealed that there was nothing. So it really would be foolish to deny that Trump's phone was bugged, and the phones of his closest staff as well. In fact, many in the intelligence community believe that the leaks that are coming out of the Trump administration are coming not from Trump's staff members, but from rogue NSA officials who are actually tapping Trump's staff members' phones. It's been common knowledge for well over 10 years now that the intelligence community, the NSA, the FBI, the CIA, etc., can tap people's phones with just a few clicks on a computer. Not only just tapping phone calls, but actually activate the microphone in your phone, or one of them, there's multiple microphones in your phones as you probably know, can remotely activate those mics, and then the phone is literally a bug. It doesn't even matter if the phone is off. It can still be remotely activated and have the microphone or one of the microphones turned on, which is then a multi-directional bug. I mean, this is why these lead-covered cases for cell phones are becoming more and more popular, because so many people know now that your phone can just be activated remotely and used as a bug, again, even if the phone is powered down. And really the only way to stop that is to put it in a lead case so that there's no signals being transmitted to or from the phone. I mean, we're living in such an Orwellian surveillance society that even James Comey, the head of the FBI, admits that he covers up the video camera on his laptop. For over 10 years, I've been covering up the webcam on my laptop because it's now common knowledge that it's very easy to tap into, but 10, 12 years ago, something like that was seen as so far-fetched that when one of my coworkers at my former day job saw what I was doing, he asked, he's like, oh, what is this? You got tape over the camera? He's like, you think that someone's going to be spying on you? And now here, fast forward like 12 years later, it's common knowledge, and pretty much everybody does that. Facebook CEO and founder Mark Zuckerberg goes even a step further to try to prevent people from spying on him, which he does something that's actually quite clever. He plugs into the microphone jack on his laptop a 2.5 millimeter, like a headphone jack or a microphone jack, that is then cut off so that the computer identifies that there's an external microphone, so that if someone is tapping into the microphone on his computer, it's not going to be getting any audio because the computer is set up to use the external microphone, but guess what? The cord is cut and there is no microphone. And these liberal lunatics continue to see Russians around every corner and literally think that Trump is a Russian Manchurian candidate placed in the White House by the Kremlin. Yeah, but his staff has been caught meeting with the Russians, they say. Jeff Sessions was a member of Congress. He met with a Russian ambassador in his office, as do many members of Congress. He didn't meet with him in some underground parking garage. The meeting is probably marked on his calendar, which is public record. Right there, met with Russian ambassador. No big secret here. Someone just asked Nancy Pelosi, well, have you ever met with a Russian ambassador? And she was just like stunned. She's like, Of course she has. It's not some big conspiracy that the Russian ambassador meets with American congressmen. That's what they do. So it's going to be interesting to see how this wiretapping scandal unfolds, because thankfully we have a president who's not going to sit down and take any crap when treasonous members of the deep state conspire to try to bring him down.